Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Tokyo Dark. I think this is the end of the game. Um, this is like finale music, right? But I also wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't the end of the game. 'Cause I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. But I am doing it. With style and grace. Wait, can I like talk to these people again? Like say my goodbyes just in case, you know, like the end of a JRPG? Let me start at the beginning. Let me see my friend. Hello, hi. Fuck, my AC's on. Now it is off. Uh-oh. Better sound the alarm. The detective is back. Damn it. Every time I come in here, you... Haha, don't sweat it, detective. I'm just busting your chops. Besides, it's not my problem anymore. Huh? I'm out of here. Wait, that other job, the sketchy one, you didn't... Nope, probably won't believe me, but I actually took your advice. Hell, I hardly believe it myself. How flattering. Don't get the hard-boiled... didn't think the hard-boiled detective would be so thin-skinned. Yeah, anyway, where are you headed? Don't know, but I think I'll leave the city. My big dreams, kind of got drowned out. Now it's hard to be here and not fall back into old habits. Like hitting the old reset button, right? Reset button, huh? Could use one of those right about now. Things gotten that bad? I don't know yet. Probably the only way to find out is to keep moving. Anything I can help with? Hey, don't give me that look. I mean it. No bullshit this time. Thanks, but I think I've got to see the rest of my problems on my own. Then why did you come in here? Couldn't tell you. Guess I just gotten wrapped up in this place. Sounds like you're the one who needs to leave the city. Bad places lead to bad memories, lead to bad decisions. If you ask me, and I'm an expert on bad decisions. Dots. At least neither of us will have to deal with the Goto or a million other perverts like him. For now, anyway. Good luck. Nah, you hold on to your luck. Looks like you could use it more than me. See you around, Ito. Ah, Diamond in the Rough achievement unlocked. Okay, cool. What about our restaurant friend? What the fuck? That looks so fucking... What the fuck was that? Oh, hey, IME, perfect timing. Daizo, what's all this? Looks like you're all packed up. Like I said, perfect timing. I'm closing down. Oh, and this is good? It's great. To be honest, the last time I saw you, I was kind of slipping again, you know? Going down memory lane, but in the worst way possible. Then I remembered our conversation the other day. How you said your attitude is the seasoning that flavors the food and all that? That sounds a lot more poetic than I would have said it, but yeah, I remember. Anyway, I realized the only flavor that could come out of this place was bitter. Real bitter. Crazy thing, my wife comes in after refusing to see me for years. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh is right. Funny, she looked so much older than I remembered. Wait, you haven't seen your wife in years? Huh? I don't know if that's his wife anymore. Guess I came to a bit of revelation when I saw her. I was clinging to the place, but for what? A life that I haven't been living for a what if that'll never happen. I realized giving up was keeping this place going, not the other way around. Huh. Guess some people do have some happy endings. Ha, if you call crippling debt happiness, wasn't cheap to run this place. At least the wedding ring I pawned took care of the rent for the short term, haha. So, what are you going to do now? Well, Haruto's always bugging me to join him on the road on that takoyaki stand of his. He didn't seem so keen on that when we last talked. Well, you've had a change of heart? Have you been talking to Haruto again? No, I could just see it on your face is all. He's always been my biggest supporter. Figured the least I can do is give the old lug a shot. Besides, with his help, getting back in touch with my daughter. Things aren't all rainbows and daisies, but I'll get there somehow. What about you? Me? What about me? Did that Idol magazine I gave you end up helping you? Is she saying this? Are these words coming out of her mouth? That's her icon. That's her name. Right there. That's her status. Actually, we're not even a detective anymore. What is going... Raise more questions than it answered. I doubt I could help you with all the complicated stuff you do. Cooking was all I was ever good at. It's like you said, though, keep following through until the end, right? Yeah, I guess so. Take care of yourself, Daizo. Don't be a stranger. Come by me and Haruto stand sometime. Achievement unlocked, a change of pace. I'll do that if I'm not dead. I don't even know what this guy's story is. Oh my god, like, it's you. Huh? Who, me? Yeah, you. Yup. Whoa, can I, like, give you a hug? Hey, there's no need for that. Please don't touch me. Why so touchy-feely all of a sudden? Detective, sir, ma'am, I would never, like, feel you without your permission. It's not what forget it. Why exactly is it you're in such a good mood? Oh, you noticed, huh? Ta-da! What, I don't get it. Are you a magician? No, I got a promotion. Can't you tell by the new uniform? It's exactly the same. Wait, a promotion? You got a promotion? Yeah, like, after you came and talked to me, the manager saw us and was like, whoa, this guy's helping the police. Said I was really respectable and whatever. And I found that key. To the dumpster? Cha. Turns out I had a spare in my pocket the whole time. Of course you did. Of course you had a spare. Well, better you than someone like Tyra. Who? And no one. Congrats, kid. I think you're going to go places. Thank you, sir. Moving up in the world. Alright. Entering the sewer now. Drinking purified water now. Alright. I don't know if some of this blood is old or new. Was it the Kamikai or maybe the Dark who created it? Hey, who knows? Let's climb down. First time I came here, I was so sure that I would save Tanaka alone that I didn't think about what I was doing. Am I doing the same thing now? It's a little late to ask yourself that question, Detective Ito. But yes, the answer is yes. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. And I'm also having a mini seizure, thank you. Loading screen or whatever the fuck that was. When I found Kazuki's body, he was wearing the mask. She made him wear it as if she's been made to. But after all the suffering she went through herself, she did it anyway. Can I really forgive her? I mean, yeah, she did some messed up stuff. She so desperately wanted to avoid becoming lost. This time will be different. It's no longer leading to a shapeless tunnel. Reina is down there. I can feel myself being drawn to her. What do I have now that's like an upper hand? I'm not doing that fucking puzzle again, dog. I'm not doing that puzzle again. Let me go. Because, I mean, this game autosave, so I can't, like... Oh, God. This is new? Yeah? Fuck. Like, this area is new. Because I don't remember walking like this. Fuck. I don't really see this ending well. But an ending nonetheless for a game I gave up on many a year ago. But I'll be honest, I think that other detective horror game was scarier. Even though every woman had gigantic bosoms. Oh, fuck. Wrong time to yawn. As I trudged through that oppressive, lonely place, I slowly became aware of someone else. The dark woke up and began to shudder as if I racked with quiet sobs, and I felt a numbing sadness spread throughout my body. The sensation I felt in that place was familiar, and I knew right away why. Reyna. She sat there like a lost little girl, like she'd been there for a long time and didn't know where to go. There was no fight in her body, no way for her to lash out. In that place, we were equals. She rose to her feet, and when she saw me, her eyes looking confused and desperate. She was the start of all of it, everything I'd gone through. I'd put it into it one way or another. She looks a bit rough. So you in anyway, huh? Even though I told you to leave me alone. Why couldn't you just forget and leave me alone? Ah, so that's it. You wanna keep hurting me, right? Ha ha ha, hee hee hee. I hate to burst your bubble, but if it's revenge you're after, it won't work. Nope. Can't blow my brains out down here. The dark won't let you. Aw, did I hurt your feelings? Did you bring your little gun all the way down here for nothing? Are you disappointed? I didn't bring it, there's no point. I didn't shoot you when you took Tanaka, and I won't now. Ha, don't try and trick me. That doesn't mean you don't want to. Ha, dots. Ha 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 ha. After everything I tried, to think that you would be the one to show up here in the end. Funny, isn't it? Isn't it? After all, you were only supposed to be a guest star on my little show. A little temporary addition to liven things up a bit. Then you kept showing up uninvited, digging up every sharp thing you could find to poke me with. Now I can't get rid of you. See, it is funny, right? No matter what we are forced to get, no matter what we do, we're forced together again. We ought to make the best of it. What is this? What is this noise? You're right. We can't avoid each other forever. Chance has forced us together, whether we like it or not, so all we can do is see it through to the end. Even when I saw you in the forest, you were down here, weren't you? Where else? Welcome to the end of the line. I don't understand it. It's awful down here. Why didn't you try to get back to the surface? Why would I go back? What would be the point? When I do, I look around and don't even recognize it anymore. The streets are different, the sounds have changed, everyone I knew and ever cared about is gone. You don't know what it's like, every day the same, and feeling all my old pain again and again and again. People don't change no matter what. No matter how much time goes, they all still look at me like I'm a flea-bitten dog to be kicked around and ignored. They hate me. In the end, I'll end up back here anyway, so why fight it? At least down here, nothing changes. When I was little, they said everything would be okay if I had the mask. But then Mommy died and the police took it away from me, and nothing's gone right since. No one's ever cared about me. The police, the foster homes, the other girls in the agency, they all hated me. They all wanted me dead. You're just like the rest of them, only someday you'll grow old and die, and I'll still be here unless you give me that mask. It isn't that simple. Having the mask isn't going to solve your problems. It is that simple. Everyone tells me it can't be simple, but why not? None of this would have happened if it weren't for you. If you had just given it to me in the first place, you could have lived your stupid little fantasy life. Instead, you had to be a hero and get involved in something that was none of your business. Why shouldn't I use it? Are my problems not as important as yours? That's it, isn't it? Everything is about you and making your life, happy again. I won't let you be happy. I won't. If you won't help me, then fine. But I'll keep hurting you, and if you think it's bad now, you don't know the half of it. Or you could give it to me and go on pretending to be happy while I find the door again. Again? You've seen it before? I don't know exactly how what you think is going to happen when you find it, but everything I found tells me it's dangerous. No, you're wrong. The door isn't for you. The collector said so. He said if I had the mask, I could find it again. He said if I found a shrine belonging to Koana, that I could find it. So you met him too, Reina? He wasn't trying to help us. He must have been toying with us. Shut up. You don't know anything. He told me the mask would let me see the door again. Just like the day Mommy died. When they put the mask on me and I kept my eyes closed like Mommy told me to, even when people started getting sick and crying. Then I saw it, the door, even with my eyes still closed. When I looked at it, I heard Mommy's voice and I knew if I found it, everything would be okay. I opened my eyes and it was gone. They took the mask and I saw Mommy on the ground. She wasn't moving anymore like a doll. It was all my fault. It must have been. I did something wrong, but he told me that if I found the mask, I could make it right again. Now I'm being punished for being a big screw-up. For not being pure like they told me to be. Except people like Higashi, they shouldn't have hurt me. They should have left me alone. I had to punish them. I just want to stop them from hurting me. That doesn't make me bad, right? You understand, don't you? The funny thing is that if Tanaka was here, he'd understand. Even after everything you did to him. That's the kind of guy he is. Reina, it's not all your fault. This is beyond you, it always has been. That's why Tanaka was so intent on following you from the start. You weren't just some orphan girl. He saw the darkness that was behind you. If only he had told me, I could have been there for him, helped him. But no, you could have helped me, Ayami. He was helping me. He was going to save me. Then why? If he was helping you, why hurt him? I didn't want to hurt Tanaka, but it was the only way to bring him here. Same way I was brought here. I thought I'd figured it out. But my white knight abandoned me, went somewhere else. It turns out it was just another stupid idea from a stupid girl. What you did to Tanaka was wrong, but you can still make this right. You brought him down here with you that night. Where is he? I don't know where he is. Just tell me what happened from the beginning. It's hard to remember. Please try. Nothing's gone the way I thought it would. When I went back to Shinjuku, I remembered how I'd end up in the dark. I knew that I had to do so Tanaka could be with me. Only the mask wasn't awake. It wasn't loud like in Kamakura, so I made you come into the tunnel with me and Tanaka so it could wake up. Then I slit his throat and went back to the dark and I waited. Tanaka woke up down there too, but the mask was gone. He was alive? He was like me, or I thought he was. At first he seemed okay, but then he started wandering around, staring into space and talking to people who weren't there. Poor Tanaka. I think I broke him, Ayami-chan. I don't, like, her facial expression doesn't make me think I don't know her, like, how is she speaking to me? You know, with glee, sadness, I don't know her emotion. So he was down here. Tell me where he is. You don't get it, do you? I don't know where he is, and I don't care. Okay, it's not sadness. Tanaka abandoned me. Even when he was here, he kept mumbling on and on about how he was going to help you. He gave you something, didn't he? That traitor. How else would you be able to keep finding me? He even said he saw the door, but he didn't take me there. I hate him. Why did he leave me? To think that Tanaka would help a stupid little girl like me, it was dumb to try to bring him here. The collector said if I found the door with the mask, I just didn't want to be alone is all. Now you're here, so I guess the mask is too. I didn't need him after all. He's gone. You're wrong. I can feel him somewhere here. He's waiting for me. You can? Maybe he's at the door. Please, take me there. Don't leave me. The mask opened the dark and took me straight to Reina, and now that I'm here, I can feel it, pulsing like a heartbeat. The door, the unknowable place where chance and fate have no importance, that's where Kazuki is. I know now what will happen if I lead her there. She'll get what she truly wants. She'll get to rest and finally be free. No more pain, no more suffering. Maybe that's what Kazuki would have wanted. But if I do that, the dark would change shape again, and any hope of finding him would be lost. He'd be trapped here waiting for me, and I'd never be able to tell him the truth behind everything he suffered for. That's if Kazuki Tanaka that's left here is the same man I love. Either way, I have to abandon someone, but it's my responsibility. I have to choose. Leave Reina and save Tanaka? See, I don't think we're actually going to be able to save him. He's dead. Like, he's dead. And I feel like I don't even know Tanaka, really. She knows him, but I, as a player, don't. I feel bad for Reina. I'm going to help Reina. Please don't hurt me. What I did to Tanaka, it was the only way. You get it, right? No, you're wrong, but then again, maybe there isn't a right way to begin with. In your own way, you're the same as me, grasping at whatever you could. He may still be down here, like you said. Would the Tanaka I find be the real him, though? If I use the mask, would I be the real me? I'm not so sure anymore. You're really not going to go after him? No. I'd have to give up even more of myself, succumb even more of this to this darkness. He wouldn't have wanted that. You know, for a long time, your face was all I ever saw, ever since Kamakura. It's motivated me to push through my sadness because I thought I was doing something good, putting my problems behind me and becoming the hero and slaying some ancient evil. You became a demon, a symbol of all of my hatred, of everything bad that happened to me that day. No, I'm not a demon. No, you're not. You're just a girl, always were. Besides, I'm no hero. I'm not sure there is such a thing. I realize that now. Me, you, Tanaka, all three of us were just paper dolls caught in a storm, being blown by winds that were so far out of our control. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just wanted a way out. I wanted to be normal. Tanaka was one of the smartest detectives. No, one of the smartest people I knew. I think he knew this would happen to him. Maybe that's why he was so distant. I wish things had played out differently for us and for you, Reina. I know what happened to you, all of it. I don't know how I saw all of those things, but I can't just ignore them. No one deserves to experience what you did, Reina. Every day you lived in hell with no love or light. It was awful. We failed you, and I'm sorry. I forgive you, Reina. It hurts to say it. That's selfish, isn't it? I can't forget the pain you caused me despite how hard I try. But I do forgive you. Because somewhere along the way, this horrible cycle has to end. I don't want to hurt people anymore. Then come with me, let me help you. Why? Where are we going? To the door. You said you heard your mom, right? Let's go see her. Dots. Red dots. I'm scared. What if she isn't there? What if I was wrong? It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. You can rest like you always wanted. No more coming back. No more hurting people. Though I can't tell you what's waiting for you, I know it's better than this, I promise. Ayumi, do you think it'll hurt? No. How do you know? I don't know how, but the dark responds to the feelings of people in it. Every time we butt heads, it pushed me out. It feels different now, it feels peaceful. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want to hurt you, Reina. I only want to help, and I think the dark will too. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, she looks a lot nicer now. Thank you, Ayumi. I don't know why you helped me, but thank you. For years, Reina searched for the door. The whole time it was nearby, hidden by a thick darkness that shifted in reaction to her own hatred and fear. The mask began to tug at me as if guiding us, and together, hand in hand, it appeared in front of us. I wasn't sure how I hadn't noticed it before. It was like it has always been there. Until that moment, I'd never noticed how small and truly fragile she was. Standing in front of the door, she shook like a leaf. Squeezing her hand, I reassured her. I told her that I forgave her, knowing that if she took a step forward, it would have all been over and she'd find peace. I thought maybe I would too. For a long time she stood saying nothing, then eventually she let go of my hand and moved through the door. And as soon as she did, her image began to fade. She was smiling. Not the unhinged smile from my past, but her true smile. The smile of a little girl. It's that smile free of hate and malice I remember now. The dark remained even after she left, though though it began to change as I remained with it, suddenly agitated and expensive like it was growing. Somehow I knew what little light I saw was because of Reyna. Her fear and hatred diffused out of the shadows thanks to the light I was able to find the surface. The mask didn't quiet after Reyna's passing, and every day it became more and more restless. One day I cast it into the sea near Kamakura, and despite the Kawana woman's warning, it never returned to me, though occasionally I can still feel it, scratching like a pin needle in the back of my skull. When the girl faded, other memories did too. Impressions of a man called Kazuki Tanaka and a love we once shared. I find pictures in my apartment that I know are him, yet all I see is the face of a stranger looking up at me. Some nights I wake with tears in my eyes and images of the face crying out to me from some dark corner of my dreams, and I desperately try and remember why that memory remains. Yet something about those pictures and staying in that apartment feels familiar, even if I can't make sense of it some days. All I remember for sure is Reyna's smile, knowing that in those final moments she forgave me for what I did to her. Finally, I was able to feel peace. Alright! Took me, fucking 5 years? But I finished it. I have to keep in mind that this isn't a new game. But parts of that game are rough. But ultimately, like that last little bit made me think a bit, you know? Like, who was the bad guy? Like, clearly Reyna was the antagonist. But why? Because of the fucking cult leader? Because of her, like, idol manager? Those two people both did terrible, terrible things that affected her life and led her down the way that it did. So who's the real antagonist? Her or them, you know? Maybe all three, but I don't know. Apparently there's like a fuck ton of endings for this game. And it autosaves, so unless I straight up backed up a save, which I didn't, it would take hours to get the other saves. So I'm sure there's YouTube videos for it. I'm sure they're great. So check them out. I definitely will. Overall, I did really enjoy this game. The story was great. The ending I thought was great. It was sad, but it's a Kickstarter game too. So they put passion into it. The Collector, interesting, most interesting. You're nothing but a crow feeding on the carrion that time leaves in its wake. Forgive me for not being impartial spectator of human suffering. The woman had her own desires. I only gave her a little push. I thought you'd be happy. Itto found forgiveness through the context of her suffering, about drowning herself in the past. A historian's dream. A gesture of extraordinary kindness, yes, but history does not smile at the happiness of one. It favors the welfare of all. Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry, pushed and formed into a picture by the forces of fate and chance. The different threads present a myriad of truths, but all an aspect of the same visage, nonetheless. This man's using complex words. A myriad. Interesting. I would have not have thought one so interested in history would adhere to a single truth. On the contrary, if history has taught me anything, it is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all are truth, all grant insight into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral, and observe it long enough, and we may yet learn something. No, she is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end. Only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The role must be performed. Stubborn, it's so stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe you know it. I know it already. You've asked it before. Indulge me. I asked her the same question. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees its strings, does it remain a puppet? What of fate and chance then? I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching, and though you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? Pah, no fun. You've never tolerated my philosophical side. Nor you me when I tell you how things are. I suppose that's because we are one and the same. But what of her? All we can do is see, but eventually she will end up there. There is only one path which will hold the world together. Okay, there's New Game Plus, so I don't know what they were talking about, but I don't know if anyone ever will. This game is fairly old. I don't think there's a sequel in the works. But hey, that's fucking Ultra Age, then Weird West, and then Tokyo Dark all finished at the same time, but like a weird varying amount of episodes for each one. That's good fucking luck right there. But that means I have to start 3 games, which I've already started 1, so whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this series. Like I said, it has its ups and downs, but the people who worked on it put a lot of heart and soul into it, and I will always respect that. So kudos to them, and I hope I'll see you in the next series. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.